Hey everyone, my name is Omar Navarro. As you know, I've challenged Maxine Waters in the past election. I'm now in Florida. I'm very happy. One of my representatives is Dr. Joe Rudman, who fought for medical freedom in Florida and had his medical license threatened. I'll let him explain that because obviously he's the guy that you should hear from.
So Omar, you're exactly right. So back in 2020 when COVID was raging, I tried to calm people down. You remember, people were losing their minds. I mean, people were afraid to go to church. They were afraid to go in their own backyard. So I took to my old Facebook page. I said, guys, settle down. Doctors deal with emergencies every day. We're going to get through this. No hysteria, no craziness, just matter of fact. Woke mob came after me. They said, we don't want people to feel good about their future. We want people to stay locked down, masked up. We want them to do what we say. So they started attacking me on Facebook. Of course, you know, Facebook started censoring me. And then some of those same woke mob idiots reported me to the American Board of Family Medicine.
Yeah, so when they did that, it kind of like threatened because you're not a politician.
Right.
You're a doctor.
Private citizen.
You have an actual job. And what I like about you is that you're not just a politician. You're not in the assembly, but you're also you have regular business.
That's right.
So, which is very important. I think that people don't know that. You have all these politicians that are just basically getting elected that make a career out of politics where he knows what the medical freedoms that are being threatened right now around the country, which is very important to get behind him, because if you don't get behind him, you need someone that's sane, that understands the medical field like him, that understands what is going on. Because if you don't understand what's going on, then you're going to have everything fall apart.
So Omar, that's what this concert was all about tonight. This concert was about freedom. It's about your right to rock, your right to freedom of speech, your right to all your Bill of Rights. And they tried to take my First Amendment right away from me, my freedom of speech. So this year, as a freshman legislator, you know the bill I ran. It was the Physician Freedom of Speech bill. Not only did we take that bill and shove it down the radicals' throats, but we coupled some medical conscience laws in that same bill. So now, if a radical asks a doctor to do something he has no business doing, he's going to say no. Because you can't sue him, you can't go after his license.
You got the governor to basically help with your bill.
Absolutely.
To get it pushed through.
Absolutely.
And pass it. That is so uncommon. And a lot of people give people credit when they get something through. The whole point of when you're elected in an office is to work with other people to get your policies through, which you did. You got your policy through, and that's commendable.
And Omar, that's one of the things I'm proud of. When you look at the bills I ran, these are bills that came from right here in the 3rd District. They didn't come from a special interest group. They didn't come from a lobbyist. You know, it's real easy to just show up with your pockets out and say, anybody got any bills they want me to run? My 7 bills came from up here. They came from out here. People in the 3rd District. And, you know, it's very...
The weather is thunder right now. Rain. It is some horrible weather right now in Florida.
And we're not...
but we're all wet here.
We're not wet. We're sweating. From the concert we just put on. We put on a concert called The Right to Rock. It's our God, Guns, and Less Government tour. I was announcing tonight one of the bills that I'm proposing for next session. Just like how I restored freedom of speech to physicians in Florida, we're going to restore freedom of speech for entertainers. Conservative entertainers like Ted Nugent, Kid Rock, Aaron Lewis of Stained, Rick Springfield is a conservative. You don't know because he's too afraid to speak.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's afraid to speak because they think their careers are going to be threatened and attacked. Look at the thunder, guys. You can just hear it. And look, the sweat, too. We were inside this great place, and he's performing, so that's really fun. It's nice to see someone that's not a typical politician, someone that can perform a rock music and is a doctor on top of it. He's a patriot.
My goal here tonight, we're making republicanism, we're making conservatism cool. We're not your grandfathers, we're conservatives. We're not your grandfather's Republican Party. We are children of the 80s. We're children of the 90s. We know what it's like to grow up with angst, to grow up with emotion. We're going to give you your right to rock to get these emotions out. We don't want you to turn into drugs. We don't want you to turn into, hedonism. We don't want you to turn into denying God and denying your maker. We just want you to rock. We just want you to get it out. We want you to have the right to express yourself, express your conservative view.
And what you're doing is so commendable. What he is doing is amazing, and it's an act from God that we have people like you elected in the state representatives here in Florida.
Come here. Have a good.
And then we have a son right
My
here.
son Evan.
His son Evan.
This kid's never touched a drug in his life. He's never had
Yeah.
a drink in his life. You raise him right. You raise him the conservative way. Conservative.
Raised right.
Let the kid rock. Let him get it out through some healthy avenue. That way he doesn't turn to drugs. Love you, son. Thank you. Good gig tonight.
Like I posted earlier on my feed about those shirts, Raised Right. That's exactly perfect for Father's Day.
Absolutely. Hey, that's
Yeah.
a good point. You know, you get so busy in politics, you forget Father's Day's coming up.
Yeah, Father's
Thank you
Day
for
is coming
mentioning
up,
that.
and it's so important to value all the fathers that are out there that are teaching their kids right, like Dr. Bill Rudman, and he's definitely a patriot who's standing up for medical freedom, which is so important. So I'm with him. I want you guys to stand with him. Please give him a follow and support him.
The
in
free
his
state of
career.
Florida, guys. We got to keep it free. Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. God bless.